So day 3, trying to become a competition shooter, USPSA, and just enjoying the process, doing the dry fire. I actually have, while that's a goal, I'll be doing some training at Glock for Glock instructor in April in 47 days. So this is also so that I can do well during that training. When I did the Glock operator course, I slid through on the by the skin of my teeth, you might say. So I'm looking forward to going back and being more prepared and doing a better job. So today, just thinking about tools that I have at my disposal, and I thought about this book, Dry Fire Reloaded, Ben Stoeger. It's a good book for drills, for getting ready for competitions. So just digging into it. Today, I'm going to be sticking with the first 3. Okay, first 3 drills, very simply, are slow fire, trigger pulls, trigger control at speed, and then draws within a certain amount of time. So that's my goal that I'm going to be working on here, and that's all I'm doing today. That's it, just those 3 things. So we're going to start off with slow trigger pulls. Very easily. These slow trigger pulls, they're good. Dry fire mag. So slow trigger pulls, I'm getting my sights and pulling the trigger. And trying to make sure that I can pull the trigger slowly without my sights coming off, so without breaking my sights. So when you pull the trigger, obviously you're putting pressure on the gun. A lot of times your sights will start to move. That's something I noticed, that when I pay attention to it, my shooting becomes better. All right, so slow trigger pulls. Trying to keep that dot from moving. Just making sure I was looking at that right. For a second, it felt like I was seeing it through my right eye. I was not. Nice slow trigger pulls. So pulling the trigger, getting my sights on target, pulling the trigger slowly without the sights moving. That's the purpose of the first drill, and that's what I'm working on. Pick up the pace just a little bit. So the purpose of this obviously is when you're shooting, and shooting slow, I would consider myself extremely accurate. up to 10 yards or so. I can pretty easily, see if this light will turn back on. I can pretty easily create a very small, tight group at 10 yards, shooting very slow, pulling the trigger slow. Obviously, as I start to shoot faster, things start to separate, fall apart. I have to take my time to find the sights more. But when I am just pulling the trigger and shooting very slow, I can get the shots to go where I want them to go. So this drill is just simply working on that, because if you pull the trigger, no matter how perfect your sights were lined up, if you move those sights when you pull the trigger, shot's not going to go where you want it to go. All right. So pulling the trigger slow, slow fire, trigger control. And now we're going to pick up the speed with that. So trigger control at speed. So for me, when I do that, my dot is jumping. Dot starts jumping. Looks like I'm trying to compose music. So the goal is to get that grip locked in so that the dot is not moving. Grip was a little weird there. And this goes with the other videos that I'm doing. Got to get in better shape, because after you sit here for a little while holding that up, shoulders start to get tired. Grip is all kinds of funky. There we go. There we go. All right. So worked on that a bit. And now we're going to go back and my goal is 0.8. Ben says in the book 0.7. I'm going to start with 0.8. So the goal is to draw, get sights on target, but don't press the trigger. Okay? So we just worked on pressing the trigger slow and faster. And then now we're going to work on the draw. So 0.8 is what we're going for. All right? All right, let's see how fast that is. Set that up wrong. Fairly new to this timer. There we go. I think. I'll see. Yeah, there we go. All right. No sights. Had sights, not a good grip. Nope. Trying to cheat myself. Okay, so what I notice is that I'm getting up there, but what I'm doing is I'm just kind of loosely grabbing the gun and coming up, and then I'm having to fix my grip. So I really need to, when I come in, I really need to make sure that I get a good grip coming out. Get caught on the shirt a little bit. All right, let's get back to the timer. Let's make sure this is still recording. I'm still gunshot right now. Okay, good. Still recording. The other thing I'm trying not to do, because I've been watching my other videos, is I'm trying not to make faces. Where'd that come from? Oh, okay. Wow. There it is. Right there. Okay. So definitely need to pick up the speed. Need to get that to be smoother. Really what needs to be smoother about it is the grip right here. So grip, so that I don't have to change anything. Because when I do it at that speed, the dot drops in the window perfectly. Dead from 12 o'clock. It's tough learning a new skill. Shooting is very fun, thinking about competing, where it's not just I'm at the range and I'm, shooting for fun or with friends. Thinking about entering a competition, a sport, and competing against other people is it's exciting. It's fun. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna get smoked by like some 80-year-old grandma. But I'm cool with that. I gotta start somewhere, and I'm just looking forward to it. I've been around some competition shooters before, and it's unreal, like watching them, and they're not even moving at full competition speed, but they're just, having fun, and they're moving very fast and very efficiently is the better word. Maybe I should stop saying fast and say efficient, because I want to get where I need to get as soon as I can. I guess fast is relative. What I'm doing is maybe way faster than somebody who just has their concealed carry license and carries around and goes to the range twice a year. I'm sure I'm at half the speed they're at. But I jump on YouTube and I watch competition shooters who are, getting a shot off in 0.65, and it's wild to me. So, but I know I can get there with practice, with the reps, so I'm just gonna keep working on it until we get there. Goofy grip coming out of the holster. Interested to see where my hands are coming together. Because I feel like they're coming together out here versus here. The faces. So, a few things I'm noticing about myself is that this hand comes way too far up, right? How far does it need to come up You know, and maybe this needs to be a little bit more angled. Maybe this needs to be the micro drill. Because I'm not where I want to be. And Glock knuckle just from hitting the holster. And that pull, so a couple things. So hand goes too high. When I pull, there's movement here. So I'm pulling it up and then I pause or I hover. Got it. I don't know what the squat was, but. Had my entire sweatshirt in my grip. Back grip. I'm trying to like scoop it. All right, well, I'm depreciating now, which means I'm getting slower. Grip is getting worse. So I'm gonna stop here for the day and call it a wrap. So slow fire, slow trigger pulls, get your sights, pull the trigger slowly to where your sights aren't moving, and then faster, so move faster, start speeding that up, try and get it to where you're pulling the trigger, don't prep the trigger whatsoever. And then the draw, I got mine set at 0.7. The book, Dry Fire Reloaded, says set it for 0.8. I'm sorry, it says set for 0.7. I'm set at 0.8. So, because I'm trying to cheat with that 1/10 of a second. But this is day 3 on my journey to become a competition shooter. So follow along if it's interesting at all to you. And that's all I got.